great players, they have a great organization, and you tell them one thing,
What is good, Raider Nation? It's your boy Raider Alex back with yet another video for you guys. Anybody that is new to the channel, you guys love Raiders related content just like this, make sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. That being said, let's jump right into the topic of this video. With the NFL draft right around the corner, news and rumors have been picking up towards what the Las Vegas Raiders will do during the first round of this year's NFL draft, and some of these rumors actually contradict each other. So look, what are the Raiders going to do? Let's first start with the fact that ESPN reporter Todd McShay spoke on the Raiders' plans towards the quarterback position in this year's first round. Todd McShay reported that the Raiders really aren't interested in any other quarterbacks besides two. He stated, look, if it's not Ohio State quarterback CJ Stroud, or if it's not Alabama's Bryce Young, then the Raiders are not interested. But at the same time, we also just recently got some news indicating the fact that the Raiders have called and inquired about potentially moving up to the number 3 overall spot, make a trade happen with the Arizona Cardinals, which supposedly too, that trade may include star wide receiver Deandre Hopkins from the Arizona Cardinals. Now look, I don't know how true the whole possibility is about trading for Deandre Hopkins. Like, you know how I feel about this whole situation. I feel like on offense we are fine. We really don't need to trade for a star wide receiver at this point in time. If anything, if we're going to make a trade for a star player, it should be on the defensive side of the football. But if this is true, that the Raiders are interested in moving up to the number 3 overall spot, then this completely contradicts the report from ESPN's reporter Todd McShay. Because look, there's no way CJ Stroud or Bryce Young will be available at number 3. If you're moving up that far, then you're gonna take the best quarterback available in the draft, which for most people's boards, that would be Anthony Richardson out of Florida. Look, I think the Raiders front office, I think they know exactly what they're doing with these conflicting reports about what our strategy will be in this year's draft. The Raiders general manager Dave Ziegler wants the whole National Football League to really not have a clear idea of what we might do come draft night. Will we trade up? Will we trade down? Look, nobody really knows. I think the Raiders will definitely be open to both options though. I've definitely been saying this with the Raiders selecting at number 7 in this year's draft. I think we're definitely in an awkward spot because more than likely the top quarterbacks will be out of reach at number 7. But at the same time, there's also so much talent in this year's first round on the defensive side of the football, which is a huge need for the Raiders still, that look, you can still easily trade back a couple spots with the team and still be able to draft a young, exciting prospect on defense, and in the meantime be able to pick up even more draft capital in the process. The Raiders have a boatload of picks, 12 total draft picks at the moment, and we could even acquire more if we trade back in the first round. And really, I think the Raiders will be very aggressive come draft night. I think we will make multiple trades throughout the draft, whether that be trading down in the first, moving up in the later rounds, or even possibly moving up to number 3 for the ultimate boom or bust prospect in this year's draft, which is quarterback Anthony Richardson out of Florida. Richardson, to me, look, yes, he has a lot of potential, but he's also a quarterback that needs the most work out of all the top quarterbacks, out of CJ Stroud, out of Bryce Young, even Will Levis, Hendon Hooker. I think Anthony Richardson is not a guy that's going to be ready to start week 1 next year. He's definitely going to have to sit out for a year, work on his mechanics, develop. So if the Raiders go ahead and pull the trigger for Anthony Richardson, then look, we better hope and pray that our head coach, Josh McDaniels, has the ability to develop him, because as I said, he will need a lot of work. Look, if the Raiders had Sean McVay or Kyle Shanahan, some offensive genius, guys who have shown that they have a great knowledge for the offensive side of the football and to be able to develop players, then I would be all for drafting Anthony Richardson. I think Josh McDaniels still hasn't necessarily shown the ability to fully develop a young rookie quarterback, especially since he really hasn't had the chance to do so. He only got to work with rookie quarterback Mac Jones for 1 season. So look, for me, my dream scenario has always been for the Raiders to somehow draft Ohio State quarterback CJ Stroud. I think he's the best quarterback in this year's draft. I think he would be a perfect fit for this offense. But with the Carolina Panthers moving up to the number 1 overall spot, I think he will get drafted by Carolina. And me personally, I think the Raiders at this point in time, they should just try to find a trade partner, moving back in the first round and select best player available on defense. As I said, there's a lot of great defensive talent in the first round. There's still a very good chance you're gonna have players available on the board like Oregon cornerback Christian Gonzalez. You could also get Devin Witherspoon. I also like cornerback Cam Smith as well. Look, maybe even Jalen Carter will still be available if you trade back. I feel like Jalen Carter will continue to drop in this year's draft due to his terrible performance in the pro day and the whole legal concerns surrounding him. There's even been some reports indicating that the Raiders are staying away from drafting Jalen Carter due for these reasons. So look, it'll be interesting to see what they do. If the Raiders, in my opinion, if they want to get aggressive in the first round, look, maybe what they can end up doing is trading up for Tennessee quarterback Hendon Hooker in the late first round, because me personally, I do not think he's going to drop to the second round. I think a lot of teams will really value and want that fifth-year option on Hendon Hooker. But Raider Nation, what do you guys think the Raiders strategy will become draft night? Let me know in the comment section down below. With that being said, Raider Nation, that's all I have for you guys in today's video. Anybody that is new to the channel and you guys love Raiders related content just like this, make sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. With that being said, I will see you guys in the next one.